everyone, I'm Moody Boo, the Fragrant Nomad, and I am back with another single perfume review. Before I get started, if you like what I post with my single perfume reviews, spotlighting perfumes, instead of them always just being in a list, then be sure to hit that subscribe and like button and ring the bell as well. That way I know that you appreciate what I'm uploading, and I will continue to do so. So today is, I'm assuming, a popular perfume because I had to wait for the restock before I could purchase it, and I really wanted it. I'm not really sure why I was obsessed with purchasing it, but I was. For one thing, I'm a huge Rihanna fan. I think that Rihanna's music is amazing. I think her personality and her just I don't give a shit attitude is right up my lane. I adore her. I just adore her. I think she is her own person, living her best life, and who can't respect that? And her music is amazing, and she's incredibly beautiful. So what's not to appreciate? So when she started Fenty Beauty, I actually watched some of the shows, the Fenty, the making of the Fenty shows, and really respect her a lot more even now. So when Fenty came out with an EDP, an Eau de Parfum, I knew I had to get it. And I looked at the notes and they really interested me. And I thought, well, the first perfume of Rihanna's that I owned was Rebel Fleur, one of my first Celebre frags. I love the opening, but that dry down was kind of a boring woody base that I bitch about a lot. It's either boring woody or boring white musky base on a lot of Celebre frags. So I haven't really checked into too many of them since. Especially from Rihanna. I haven't looked at any of hers. But when I saw what she was doing with Fenty, and I don't wear the makeup or anything, because I don't wear makeup very much anymore because I'm a nurse, and it's just, I work until I'm sweating and then it would just melt off my face. And besides, I have to wear a mask the whole time, and I would just be doing makeup on my eyes. That's weird. So no, I just don't wear it much anymore. So anyway, and I work at an allergy clinic, so I don't even get to wear perfume to work. So there is that. So, and just to tell you, I know, squirrel, just to tell you how desperate I am to smell perfume at work. Patients aren't supposed to wear perfume when they come in and get their allergy shots or anything, but they do. And this gal yesterday was wearing just basic, I don't know which one it was, Juicy Couture, and she said it was the pink bottle. I went crazy over it because it smelled so good, because all I really smell is hand sanitizer, alcohol, and Coban. So it's amazing how a perfume that wouldn't make me smell it twice in any other situation made me go crazy for it yesterday. So anyway, I know, squirrel's gone. The Fenty EDP though, I did wait for it, and I put in the notification as soon as it was restocked and bought it. And I see it's already sold out again. So it's pretty popular. This is so much better than I anticipated. That I will tell you. I think it was like $145 or something, but I think I got a discount. Not much of one, like 10% or something. But so it's mid-range, a lot more than Rebel Fleur was and her earlier offerings. So I was expecting more, but I got way more than I expected. Now, is it groundbreaking? No. Does it smell similar to other perfumes? Yeah, it does. Some perfumes at different stages it does. It smells like different perfumes, not the same perfume throughout the wearing, but similar, not identical. It's not a dupe of anything. This is a unique creation. I will say the first perfume that I identified with it when I sprayed it was Juice Box's Sirens and Sailors. And I put them side by side. There is some similarities between the openings that I appreciate on both of them. And then when it dries down, I almost get a little Chanel in there, a little like Coco Mademoiselle or something like that in there. And at another stage, maybe I get a little La Vie en Belle by Lancôme, maybe. Those were just the perfumes that immediately came to mind at different stages of this perfume, but it's not a dupe of any of them. It's definitely its own creation, but it is a bit of a shapeshifter, a little bit of a skinwalker right here. It can wear a different coat almost every time I wear it. It has a little different nuance, and I really appreciate that. So let me tell you what's in it. Now I'm just going to read you what it says off of Fenty's website. It says, Magnolia and musk unite with tangerine, blueberry, and hints of Bulgarian rose, absolute, geranium, and patchouli. And yes. It's sweet. At the very top, you get that musky magnolia, almost gives it an aquatic kind of vibe. I think that's where I associated it with Sirens and Sailors. But then when it dries down and some of that rose and geranium and blueberry and tangerine come out, that's kind of when it starts morphing to me in almost a La Vie en Belle, La Belle en Vie, La Vie en Belle, right? Isn't that the Lancôme, the really popular Julia Roberts perfume? I've smelled it several times, but I've never bought it. And then in the deep dry down, I get a little, I don't know if it's Mademoiselle or Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel in the deep dry down when that patchouli starts to come into play, and a little bit of geranium. And for me, geranium can be a rather masculine note. So the combination of patchouli and geranium in the deep dry down really butches it up. Not that it was ever very feminine. I think the most feminine maybe it would be interpreted is kind of when it's going from the top to the middle, and that musk and magnolia is mixing with the rose and the blueberry and the tangerine. That's probably where it's most feminine, but that lasts only, I don't know, maybe half an hour. No, probably an hour, maybe a little longer. Like I said, it's sweet, but it's earthy. It's not gourmand, in my opinion, at all. But it smells classy. And yet, there's a hint of almost soil in there, almost dirt or something I smell in there. There's nothing listed that I would think would do that other than maybe the patchouli. It almost smells like the patchouli plant is sprouting from some fresh volcanic soil and, newly churned soil in a potted plant or something, which is so Rihanna. If there is some kind of a hidden dirt note in there, that is so Rihanna, because she would not, I don't think, with Fenty, create something that's too angelic. She would want some kind of darkness or naughty or something in there. And I definitely get that with it. It almost has a chocolatey vibe, but it's almost a dirty chocolate. I'm making this sound so bad, and I love it so much. So, and the performance. Unlike Rebel Fleur, which on me lasted 4 hours, and, easily in the last hour of that was the really boring woody dry down. This is a whole different animal here. This one lasts, well, the first stage lasts about an hour. The second stage lasts about an hour. And then but the transitions will last for a while too, going from top to middle to dry down. But the dry down, I think, is where it lasts the longest. And that I easily get, 5 hours out of it maybe. So in total, it's every bit of 8 hours. But I will tell you, it may be a skin set in the morning, but it has lasted overnight. I sprayed it in the evening and smelled it the next morning on my hand. So it has the capability that I think that was one spray too. I don't remember for sure. I have tested it with one spray and two, and it's lasted anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, I would say. and the projection is really good, every bit of arm's length. And the sillage I leave behind is subtle. I don't find that I shed a lot of scent when I'm wearing it, because I don't walk back into my scent cloud that often after I've left a space. So the sillage I don't think is exceptional, but the longevity and the projection are really, really good. I do think it's unisex, but I do think it's a tick or two on the feminine side, mainly because there is that one stage that feels fairly feminine to me, even though it does butch up in the dry down, where guys would have no issue, I'm sure, wearing it. It's still, you have to get there. And so I'm not sure, you know, how masculine personalities would want to wear it, but I think they would love to wear it if they are with a feminine personality. I think they would appreciate it on them. So this easily, I think, could be a signature scent. Because let me tell you, I smell so much Coco Mademoiselle, La Vie en Belle, all over my neck of the woods. That is a very popular perfume, along with the Juicies and things like that. So I think, especially in my neck of the woods, this would be a very popular perfume if they knew about it and if they could get their hands on it. But I've noticed a lot of people where I live would rather go into the department store and test them and buy them in person. I think you kind of have to go frag head territory before you start just blind buying like I do online. I didn't test it, I blind bought it. But Rihanna, she never lets me down. With her music or with her perfume. Because, like I said, I loved Rebel Fleur the first couple hours. Really, really loved it. This, I think you could wear out and about. I don't know when. Going out, having a good time consistently is ever going to happen again. I'm not sure. I'm dubious that I will ever be able to go out and have fun, go dancing, playing pool again, because there's just too much virus out there and too many people who don't give a shit anymore. And for a nurse, yeah, that's not going to work for me. But for those of you who are much braver than I am and don't give a shit, yeah, you could definitely wear this clubbing. I do think you could wear it to intimate, frisky business sessions. I haven't tested it on my husband. It doesn't seem like the kind he would appreciate. He has a type. He likes sweet cinnamon. He likes sweet oud, sweet tobacco, you know, gourmandy kind of perfumes on me. So anything that's, you know, floral or, you know, musky, things like that, he's not that into. So I haven't really, you know, looked into how he feels about it at this stage, because I love it. So if I wear it just for myself, then I'm happy with that too. I even think with one spray, you could absolutely wear it to work and during the day. It's so versatile that you could wear it any time of year, multiple occasions, any time of day. I think any kind of personality would appreciate it. So yeah, Rihanna did herself proud by putting out a really good product here, because yeah, I've been wearing the heck out of it since I got it, and I will be wearing it again. It's going on that shelf. That was Rihanna's Fenty Eau de Parfum, and yeah, if you can get a sample of it. I don't know that they're selling samples on Fenty. I don't remember seeing any. Not that I probably would have gone that route anyway, but you know, some of you might appreciate that, going that way as well. But again, Perfume Court, Surrender to Chance, perfume Facebook groups, a lot of times they'll split things like this, especially when one sells out so quickly. Somebody will get their hands on it and go to a Facebook group and goes, who wants some of this, you know? And so yeah, definitely look into it if you're interested and don't want to blind buy. All right, well, that's it for me. And I'll be back soon with something else. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate all of you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. And use your own nose. Peace.